Hi all, welcome to the Secrets to Belly Fat Loss webinar. This is Saravana. I'm a coach with Wellness Quotient community, and today we will learn about the some tricks and trademarks of losing your belly fat. So let's go to the session. Sharing my screen. Yeah. So today's session is on secrets to successful belly fat loss. And whatever I'm sharing here is all based on personal experience, which we have tried it on ourselves and on a lot of our clients. So we will make the session a little interactive. I will put some questions in the upcoming slides and put in the chat box whether it is a myth or a fact. Belly fat is just like any other type of body fat. What do you think? Is it a myth or is it a fact? Type in the chat box. Yeah, VS is saying myth. One person is saying fact. Come on, guys, you can put type things. Yeah, myth, fact. Yeah. So it is a myth because what is happening in belly fat is the fat is getting stored around your organs. That is more dangerous than your fat that is getting stored under your skin, which is called subcutaneous fat. And the fat that is getting stored around your organs in the stomach area is your visceral fat. And it is more dangerous because it will make sure that the liver doesn't function properly or the pancreas doesn't function properly because it is surrounded by fat. That is why belly fat is not just like any other type of fat. We have to give more importance to it and we have to reduce it. The second one, low calories are the best way to lose belly fat. What do you think? Is it a myth or fact? Ayush is saying myth. Ashwini is saying it's a myth. Shankar is saying fact. Yeah. So Gangadhar is saying fact. Sima is saying myth. Maheshwari is saying myth. Yeah. So it is again a myth because when you do low calories and you will feel some emptiness in your stomach, you may think that it is actually the belly fat that is getting melted. But what is happening is your stomach is or your body is craving for nourishment. It did not get the proteins or the vitamins or the minerals that is required for that day. So it is not the belly fat that is melting when you eat low. Rather, your body is screaming that it needs some nourishment. So instead of reducing the calories, you can increase some of your activities in the form of NEAT. NEAT is non-exercise activity thermogenesis. That is like, apart from the workout you do, you can try to walk while you are speaking on the phone. When you have to take a lift, instead of taking a lift, you can go to the staircase and then walk there. Those would be the best rather than cutting down on calories. Okay, this is an interesting one. So certain foods can melt belly fat. It's targeted at belly fat. Certain foods, if you eat, it can melt belly fat. What do you think? Is it a myth or a fact? You can type in the chat box. Okay, Sapman is saying myth, fact, myth, fact, myth, fact, fact, fact. Yeah. So this is again a tricky one. It is actually a myth. Certain people say that if you eat capsicum, it will help you lose your belly fat. But what happens is it just boosts your metabolism. So when it boosts your metabolism, you can burn more calories and fat can get lost from the body, but it doesn't target only the fat in your belly. So these certain foods are all only helping in improving the metabolism so that your calorie burning can increase, but it doesn't target the belly fat. At the same time, I'm not saying you should not eat capsicum. You should eat it, but it is not for just belly fat. It is for the overall fat in the body. Yeah. So what do you think about this apps? App crunches can help melt your belly fat. So you do those exercises to lose belly fat, right? Abdominal crunches and all. Is it a myth or a fact? Will doing abdominal crunches melt belly fat? Mm. Mm. Okay, Melissa is saying myth, Ashwini myth, Shankar myth, Prajakta myth. Yeah, you are all right. It's a myth. When you do any exercise, it will help to strengthen the muscles in that area. So when you do abdominal crunches, it will make your abs muscles stronger. It won't focus on reducing the belly fat. So when you make your muscles stronger, it will need more energy. So when that more energy is needed, anywhere from the body, fat can melt and it can be converted into energy. It doesn't just target the belly fat. So these exercises will focus on improving your muscles, which in turn will require more energy, and that will lead to fat getting burned from somewhere and giving us the energy. Okay, the last one. Avoiding fatty food will help you lose belly fat. What do you think? Is it a myth or a fact? Okay, we are saying fact, myth, fact, myth, fact. Yeah, that is where this is a tricky thing. Belly fat is not just only due to eating fatty food. It is a combination of parameters. Like it depends on your inactivity that can also lead to a belly fat. Your sleep patterns can lead to a belly fat. Your stress can lead to a belly fat. So just by avoiding food, or just by avoiding fatty food, you cannot lose belly fat. So it is a myth. When we focus on all the parameters only, it will help you to lose your belly fat. So what causes belly fat? First thing is your hormones. So there are various hormones in our body. When you get stressed, a hormone called cortisol gets generated. And when this hormone gets generated, you crave for food. And when you eat it, it will again get converted into empty calories and it will become fat. Other hormone is your thyroid. So we all know that when you are having thyroid, it is difficult to lose weight. And when you are having thyroid imbalance and you are not focusing on it, slowly fat will get accumulated around the abdomen, leading to belly fat. So we have to make sure that all our hormones are intact if we want to lose our belly fat. Another hormone is insulin. So insulin resistance is one of the major reasons for abdominal fat. So what is meant by insulin resistance? Whenever we eat anything, it gets converted to sugar in our body. For that sugar to enter the cells, pancreas has to produce insulin. So if your body produces this much amount of sugar, pancreas should again produce this much amount of sugar. What happens is because of the foods that we eat, the sugar gets produced is very large, and pancreas also tries to produce large amount of insulin. So when large amount of insulin gets generated, it stays in the body for a longer time, even after the sugar enter the cells of the body. So slowly the cells of the body will become resistant to insulin. That means even though pancreas produces insulin, it won't take in the sugar into the cells. So the sugar will stay in the blood. Slowly it will get converted into the fat, and it will lead to belly fat, and then diabetes would start. That is where eating low glycemic index foods would help. Yeah, another major cause is liver dysfunctioning, fatty liver. What is fatty liver? Liver stores any excess calories that you eat in the form of glycogen. And when we eat a lot of calories, the liver becomes fat. That means it is storing a lot of glycogen in the liver. And when fatty liver happens, slowly the stored glycogen will get released into the bloodstream, or the triglycerides get released into the bloodstream. And when that gets into the bloodstream, since liver is in the belly area, lot of it that is getting released will go around the belly organs, resulting in belly fat. And liver is also an important factor in digestion. If liver is not functioning properly, it may lead to bloating, which will increase the size of abdomen by a little bit. So taking care of the liver is another way to lose your belly fat. Okay. So how do you know whether you have belly fat or not? The best way is to check your waist size. So take a measuring tape, and then keeping your belly button as the area, check your waist circumference. If you are a male, it should be less than 94 centimeters. If you are a female, it should be less than 80 centimeters. In that way, you are sure that you don't have a lot of belly fat. If this range crosses, you are at a higher risk of having diabetes, liver problems, etc. So check your waist. But sometimes we may want to take our height also into consideration. So you can check your waist to height ratio. So if you are checking your waist size, that is your belly width, just divided by your height. So if you're checking your belly width in centimeters, again, divide by your height in centimeters and check what is the ratio. This ratio should be less than or equal to 0.5. If it is less than or equal to 0.5, then you don't have a lot of belly fat. But if it is the other case, if it is greater than 0.5, that means you have a lot of belly fat, and you have to start taking measures to reduce it. This is a simple way to check your belly fat. One is the waist circumference, other is your waist to height ratio. So what is the solution? The solution is a jigsaw puzzle. That means just focusing on diet may not help. Just focusing on workouts may not help. You have to look at all the parameters, including your sleep patterns. What is causing your belly fat? Is it a stressed belly? Then you have to focus on looking at your day-to-day activities. Toxicity. So are you eating in plastics? Are you using aluminum foils? Are you traveling every day in a polluted area, which is the environment? Are you using aluminum cookware? Are you using pressure cooker? All of this leads to loss of nutrition. So using the right cooking vessels will also help. And nutrition, mental health. Is there any activity that happened in your life that is depressing you? and spiritual and social. Like, are you feeling lonely? Do you need a community so that you can become active again? All these things put together will give you the right solution to lose your belly fat. That's where a coach would help to focus on all these things and to find exactly which part of the puzzle is missing in your life, which when we fix it can lead to your reduction in belly fat. Yeah. So what are the nutritional role that is required to lose your belly fat? Protein. So a lot of our hormones are made up of protein. And when you take a protein-rich food, it releases the sugar slowly into the blood. So pancreas has enough time to produce insulin. That means you can avoid insulin resistance. And also fiber. Fiber helps in appetite control. So it will make you satisfying. The fiber-rich food will make you fuller so that you don't go into cravings and take some other food. Omega. Omega is good fats. Do you know that every cell in our body has a cell membrane, and that cell membrane is made up of omega-3 fatty acids. So if you lack in omega, the cell membrane is not porous enough to accept the nutrients from the food. So you may have all the nutrition in your food, but if your omega is less, that nutrition will not enter the cells of the body. That is where you need good fats. That is where omega comes in. Micronutrients. So there are 13 vitamins and 11 minerals that our body needs on a day-to-day basis. For what? For example, for metabolism, a lot of B vitamins are required and zinc is required. For regulating your hormones like insulin, cortisol, you need vitamin D and you need magnesium. For energy, sometimes you feel tired, you wake up tired. For the energy, again, you need the B vitamins. So that is where all the four foundational nutrients help you in losing your belly fat. Apart from these, there are some superfoods. For example, we spoke about liver dysfunctioning. So milk thistle is a herb that will improve your liver functioning. And that is where you can avoid fatty liver. If you have a fatty liver, you can overcome it and your fat metabolism will become better and it will help in losing your belly fat. And we spoke about stress. Ashwagandha is a superfood that will help in managing your stress. So ashwagandha will make sure that the cortisol hormone that gets released when you are stressful is again back to your normal levels. In that way, you will feel less cravings and you can avoid your belly fat. Yeah, so these are the some of the testimonials that we have. If you see Prakash, his HbA1c was also high. At the same time, he was having a lot of belly fat. So we have to focus on both the HbA1c, that is diabetes, blood sugar levels, as well as the belly fat. When we focused on both, his weight reduced from 82 kgs to 71 kgs. At the same time, HbA1c reduced from 6.5 to 5.4. So always it is not like you focus only on belly fat, you focus on the cause of the belly fat also, which in his case may be insulin resistance. And Lavanya has PCOD. So the cause is hormonal imbalance that was leading to belly fat. So we have to again focus on both PCOD and weight loss. When we gave her enough micronutrients, her laziness also went off. That is where you are written, no more laziness. She started feeling energetic and her weight came down from 87 kgs to 77 kgs. And Sagar, for him, it's mostly the micronutrients and the lipid profile were not right. So when we start fixing it, automatically belly fat loss also happen. That is where micronutrients are helpful in losing your belly fat. And this is my wife's testimony. I will bring her at the end. After her first pregnancy, Ashwin lost about 10 kgs. And since it was done in a sustainable manner, second pregnancy also happened. And she has gained about 20 kgs now. And this is her second pregnancy. She has lost 10 kgs so far on at the right side photo. And her weight loss is in progress. We will bring her up at the end and we'll ask more questions to her. So what we offer. So like what we saw in our testimonies, every person's root cause is different. For one person, it is insulin resistance. For one person, it is PCOD. For the other person, it is lack of micronutrients. So we will customize the program based on your need. So your coach will ask you to fill a wellness profile so that she can understand the root cause, he or she, and may ask for your blood test reports. In that way, she or he, the coach will customize the program for you. So you can check with the person who invited you on how these programs can be customized. So what do we do in the program? You will have one-to-one coach guidance. Not one diet helps for everyone. So there will be diets that are customized according to your wellness profile. And again, it is not static. During the program, your coach will be in regular touch with you and change your diet plan according to your lifestyle. And you will learn about the Control Alt Delete, which is a workshop for lifestyle diseases. We spoke about hormonal imbalance as the root cause. You will learn how these hormones work in the body and how can we solve it in this workshop. Other is the weight loss workshop. Right now, a coach would help you to follow a diet plan. But if you can also understand the science behind the diet, then it will help you to sustain it in the long run. That is where the weight loss workshop would help you. And your digestive issues can be the reason for your belly fat. So your coach may suggest you a digestive health salad programs, workout programs. So there are cardio is one type of workout, HIIT is one type of workout. In this slide, I have put just one. But based on your wellness profile, your coach will suggest you the right workout programs to follow. And stress can also be a major factor in belly fat. So you will get access to meditations through your coach, which will help in managing your stress better and avoiding your belly fat. And all these meditations, workouts, yogas are done by a person who are 10 plus years experience and very well certified in the community. That is where the WQ programs offer the best. Yeah, so let me invite Ashwini to share some of her things. Hi Ashwini, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
Could you introduce yourself?
Yeah. Hi all. This is Ashwini. I am a homemaker and I am a mother of two kids, two boys. One is 6-year-old and one is 2 years old.
What made you start your weight loss journey?
Yeah. So after my first pregnancy, I gained almost 10 kgs weight. But I tried many programs to reduce that weight, but none of them worked. If they had worked, also not more than a week. So that's when I got in touch with the community, and with the help of our coach and our community, I was able to reduce 10 kgs weight, and it was sustainable as well.
So how many inches you have lost so far?
Yeah, so after my first pregnancy, I lost 10 kgs in 3.5 months, and inch loss happened was almost 4 inches.
Awesome. Yeah. That is like 4 inches of belly fat gone.
Yeah.
So here is a person who's a mom of 2 kids and she is able to do it. And did your coach help you in every part of your journey and the
Yes.
process?
Yeah, that is what I like the most, because they were helping me throughout my journey, it took me 3.5 months to reduce my 10 kgs weight. And now also I have reduced, after my second pregnancy, I gained almost 20 kgs and I almost lost 10 kgs now. More than 10 kgs I have lost now. And like what I like most about the program is they'll handhold me throughout my journey. They were handholding me like that. So if in case I was doing any mistake or if weight loss doesn't happen that week, they were there to help me where my mistake was. So
That's very nice. So that is where a coach would help you in a program. You may think you're a mom of 2 kids, you are working professional, you don't have time. But when a coach comes into your life, he or she will understand your lifestyle and accordingly help you. So actually with 2 kids, there's a lot of stress. You have to take care of the kids. At the same time, you have to focus on your health. How did you manage it?
yeah, so actually it was like I was not focusing on my weight loss, rather I was focusing on the lifestyle change only. So seeing me, my son was also eating salads because that has become part of my life now. And he asked me where is my salad. So it has become like that. And we enjoy this because it is not only me who is getting benefited, the whole family is getting benefited. So we are enjoying the journey actually.
That's awesome. So when you start in the program, it's the whole family that's getting benefited. And we are also teaching healthy lifestyle habits to our children as well. And our parents also would become healthier seeing us. That's great. Um, thank you, Ashwini. Um, so with that, we have come to the end of the webinar, and thank you. So connect with your coach and get to know what you have to do next.